There you go. I'm going to start the recording. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our presentation today for prospective students that are interested in the MBA in Pharmaceutical Management. My name is Sophia Lee Fairleigh, and I am the graduate advisor for our Florham campus. This is the campus where our pharmaceutical management classes are housed. So before we begin about pharmaceutical management, let's just get a general overview of why you would choose Silberman College of Business at FDU. We have award-winning faculty. So, you know, 3 of our faculty have won New Jersey Bright Idea Awards for best publication. Most of our classes are anchoring theory into real-world applications. So we're trying to equip students with knowledge and skills critical for success. Some of our testimonials from students are that, you know, they take what they learn in the classroom and, you know, the next day or the next week, they're able to apply it at their job. We also have flexible and convenient working schedules for working professionals. So we have part-time and full-time study options. Our courses are offered on weeknights and or Saturdays. I'll go through a little bit of detail later in the presentation. And like I said, our pharmaceutical management is specifically on the Florham campus in Madison, New Jersey, but we do have courses and other programs at our Metro campus that's in Teaneck or Hackensack, New Jersey. And you know, another great thing about your choice to pursue a graduate degree program, and actually for both of you, a second or another graduate degree program, is that people with MBAs, I know both of you have masters, but people with MBAs earn about $27,000 more than people with bachelors. So you are taking the step in the right direction for someone who wants to grow professionally, but also increase their salary. Other benefits that we have at Silberman that are outside of academics is that we have internship placement and job opportunities, as well as networking opportunities through our Office of Placement and Outreach. Our alumni are employed by, you know, the following: Johnson & Johnson, Merck. I specifically chose pharmaceutical management or pharmaceutical companies. There are plenty other companies that we are in contact with and we have relationships with. So if there's, you know, for whatever reason you decide to leave pharmaceutical companies, we have that option through our Office of Placement and Outreach. We also have a professional development program. So since the start of COVID, we've continued the professional development program, just in a different setting, remote, but we do resume writing, interview skills. Some other topics have been dinner etiquette, you know, networking skills, things of that nature. When we are back on campus, you have free access to our Rothman Institute for Entrepreneurial Studies. They host a number of events. They bring in keynote speakers. They have breakfasts for students. And, you know, right now they're kind of on hiatus with the, you know, face-to-face in-person events, but they are a great resource, especially if you are thinking of, you know, branching out and doing your own thing at some point. There's also access to our state-of-the-art Bloomberg lab. So if for whatever reason you want to get certified, you can get certified and get a Bloomberg certificate. We have campus facilities like a gym, a recreation center, and of course we have free parking, which not all campuses have. So FDU is one of a small percentage of schools that is AACSB International accredited. This is a really hard accreditation to achieve, and we are constantly being monitored. Every 5 years, we are up for reaccreditation. So you know that our program is continually strong and dedicated to continuous improvement. We are also ranked in the top 252 business schools by Princeton Review. They don't give rankings like first, second, third. They just rank business schools, and it's peer ranked. And so we have made that list now for several years, if not more. We also have the ranking of U.S. World and News Report has ranked us 50th as a university in regional universities north. So we are climbing rankings slowly but surely, and let me show you what our MBA program looks like. All right, so I'm going to speak in general about our MBA program first, and then I'll provide you with specifics as it relates to pharmaceutical management. So our MBA is currently 42 credits. It provides a depth and breadth of knowledge. So you're going to get the breadth of knowledge that you're going to get is courses that kind of cover every topic area in business. You'll see below our specializations, which mirror our breadth of core courses: accounting, finance, management, marketing. And we also have economics, entrepreneurship, data science or statistics as the breadth of knowledge. Then you can get the depth of knowledge. So that's where you choose from either one of six specializations, or you can go down the general MBA route. Since today's presentation is about pharmaceutical management, I'm going to talk specifically about pharmaceutical management. And then lastly, you'll have a chance to take a course that combines all your knowledge and skills that you learn through the MBA program and wraps it up into a capstone course. All right, so the MBA program right now is currently, like I said, a 42 credit program. The classes are 2 credits each and 8 weeks in length. Apologize. And I apologize for that. That was my boss. The courses currently are 2 credits each and 8 weeks in length. So there are 21 courses, and of those courses, up to six of them can be waived. The last 10 credits, or the last 4 classes in our program, are specific to a specialization. So for example, here we're talking about pharmaceutical management. There are 4 classes currently. So we have our healthcare systems and policy class, our pharmaceutical marketing and product development, our management of research and technology, and our managing value in healthcare. So all of these are either taught by somebody who is well-versed in the pharmaceutical industry, or taught by somebody who's currently working full-time in the pharmaceutical industry. So, our marketing class is taught by somebody who now owns his own consulting firm in pharmaceuticals. So these classes are the specialization classes. Like I said earlier, you can choose from a variety of different specializations or the general management. And if that's what you choose, that's where your MBA program changes in terms of curriculum. Now, as I'm speaking, I say that now our courses are 2 credits and 8 weeks. And the reason why I say that is starting fall 2021, we are changing our MBA program slightly, and it'll still be 42 credits. And these 4 classes will still be part of the specialization. The courses in the fall are switching. Some courses are going to be full semester courses, and all of our courses are going to be 3 credits. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't start in the spring and you start in the fall, the way the structure of the MBA is going to be slightly different. All right, so one other option I do want to present to you is the Saturday MBA option. So you can take courses exclusively on Saturdays so that you can finish your coursework. The MBA program will also have, the general MBA program for the Saturday will also have 3 specialization courses. Now, as someone who wants to do pharmaceutical management, you can continue and take those 4 courses that I just presented, and you can take those whenever they're offered. They might be offered on a weeknight. They also might be offered on a Saturday. But for the remainder of your courses, for what we call our core courses, you can take all the remaining courses on a Saturday. So our Saturday MBA is, again, really helpful for working professionals. You get a cohort style experience where it's a blend of in-person classes and online classes. So, right now, because of the pandemic, all of our classes are remote, but even still, we have a blend in our Saturday classes in that some of the courses are asynchronous and some of the courses are synchronous. So you still get the benefit of being face-to-face with the professor and your classmates within the synchronous classes. And again, the in-class sessions are scheduled on select Saturdays at our Florham campus when we are not in a pandemic. So another thing to note about our MBA, I talked about it, I touched upon it a little bit earlier, but you may be eligible for waivers or substitutions if an equivalent course was completed in the last 5 years, if you earned a B or better in the course, if a student submits a course syllabus. So this all is reviewed by the department chair, and then the student, once it's reviewed, will get the decision either way, whether it's waived or not. If it's waived, you do not have to take the course. If it's a substitution, then again, you don't have to take the course, but you do have to take a different course to replace those 2 or 3 credits, depending on when you're going to start this program. Okay, so one other thing I just want to bring up, I know we're supposed to talk about the MBA in pharmaceutical management, is one of our Masters of Science programs. Given today's environment, we have seen how important supply chain management is. Additionally, given the importance of these vaccines that are coming out imminently, we're realizing that supply chain management is very important to how these vaccines are going to be delivered and distributed. So we do have a supply chain management program. It's a 30 credit program. It's mostly on Saturdays. There's usually 2 classes on Saturdays and 1 class on a Wednesday night. Similar to the Saturday program, it is in a blended format. So you have 10 weeks in class and 5 weeks online, or at this point, 10 weeks face-to-face, synchronous, remote, and 5 weeks asynchronous online. You can complete this master's in 21 months. It is a cohort-based model, so you go with your cohort that you started with. If for whatever reason you drop off the cohort, you can continue and finish your classes on a part-time basis. But again, we cannot guarantee that you'll complete it in 21 months then. It is a STEM certified course as well. So one thing to note as I'm talking about the Masters of Science program, supply chain management is currently under consideration as a specialization in our MBA program as well. So these are for students potentially starting fall 2021 or later, but we will certainly update students as we have more information on this. But again, if you're planning on starting in the fall or later, there might be different options in terms of specialization. So, let's see. All right, so now, we know about the bulk of the academics, so now, what's next? What are the next steps? Our admissions process is fairly straightforward and simple. We ask for a resume, a transcript, and GMAT or GRE scores. Most people ask for a GMAT or GRE waiver, and we do have some areas where you can waive the GMAT or GRE. This is just a general slide. There's more information on our website on GMAT or GRE eligibility. So for the MBA, the GMAT can be waived if you have a 3.5 or better cumulative GPA. If you are a past Silverman student, it would be waived for a 3.2 or better cumulative GPA at the undergrad level. If you've ever taken the GMAT or GRE for another program, such as a PhD program, a different master's program, we can also, and you've graduated from that program, we can also request a waiver for the GMAT or GRE there. If you're considering the master's program in supply chain management, we do allow GMAT or GRE waivers with substantive work experience, so 3 or more, and a 3.0 GPA at the undergraduate level. Once you get in and once you start registering for classes, the next big question is always financing your education. So you can finance your education through multiple different ways as listed here. We have payment plans where you can split up the tuition in multiple chunks. We have some scholarship funding available based on GMAT score. We have corporate reimbursement. We have graduate assistantships, and of course there are the student loans. So in order to qualify for student loans, you must apply via the FAFSA, the financial aid form, and you must be taking 4.5 credits to be considered part-time, sorry about that, and 9 credits to be considered full-time. So these are next steps in terms of putting in your application. There is the online application form. Again, this will be sent to you, so you have a link to the application form. We do, for students that are attending our information sessions, have a fee waiver code, GRFDU business, and it's valid through the end of the year. Submit all official transcripts from your previously attended universities. If you do not request a GMAT or GRE waiver, submit a standardized test score. And just to give you an idea, we use an academic index score, which calculates your undergrad GPA. We multiply that by 200 and we add your GMAT score. So if you take the GRE, we translate it to a GMAT equivalent score, and then we look at the index score. We're looking at about a 1050. If you don't meet the 1050, if you aren't ready to take your GMAT or GRE yet, we do have a program called MBA Prep, so you can begin your courses while preparing for the GMAT. MBA Prep allows students to start the program. You can take up to 6 credits, and as a provisionally accepted student. So I've listed our full advising staff, even though I work on the MBA in pharmaceutical management. We also have Peter Caliguari. He is the director of our executive programs and runs our Saturday MBA program. So if you're interested in doing Saturday MBA with a pharm management specialization, you would work with him mostly, and then work with me on the pharm management classes. I also included Dr. Gina Murray, as she is the advisor for the supply chain management program, if that's something of interest to you. So I know I've gone through a lot of information. Are there any questions that I can help answer at this point in time?